And introducing our next pitch for the evening, Daniel Zasik.
So, as mentors, we give a lot of advice. Three of the things we say is, if you're going to start up a startup, do something you're passionate about, solve your own problem, and do something that makes the world a better place. As an entrepreneur, you're really lucky if you find something where you can do all of those three at the same time. Nick is just such an entrepreneur, and I'm very excited to introduce the Antigua Brewing Company.
How you guys doing? Ben Franklin said that beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. My name is Nick, and we're the Antigua Brewing Company, supplying craft beer and clean water to Guatemala. Antigua, Guatemala is a beautiful colonial town nestled between three stunning volcanoes in Central America. I lived in Antigua for 3 years and in Guatemala for 5 years as a member of the Peace Corps. I love Guatemala, and I can't wait to move back. But the beer in Guatemala is awful. In a desperate attempt to try and make it better, Guatemalans mix their beer with salt, lime, and an array of disgusting sauces. Clearly, it's not craft beer. But an even bigger problem than bad beer is that the water in Guatemala is unsafe. Even someone like me with access to bottled water and good health care, I still spent 9 months in and out of the hospital with a series of waterborne illnesses, like rotavirus, helicobacter, and tropical sprue. As sad as my story was, Guatemalan kids, most of them under the age of 1, are dying every day because of these illnesses. And water treatment plants that exist in the country are just not working, none of them. Current solutions are unproven and expensive, and they don't even work because they only deal with the water that people drink, not the water that people use for bathing and cooking. So the Antigua Brewing Company is currently building 2 structures, a water purification plant and a brewery. The purification plant is going to pull water from a nearby river and supply both the brewery and the people in town with clean water. We're going to use Agua Inc.'s purification technology. Agua is a Boulder-based, unreasonable company that has had impressive success building water treatment plants around the world. Their technology is low cost to maintain and energy efficient, allowing us to provide the water to the municipality free or at a minimal cost. Most importantly, the water that leaves the plant meets or exceeds WHO standards for clean drinking water. Breweries use a lot of water, and the quality of that water directly impacts the quality of the beer. So, our model allows us to actively control that quality. And we can leverage our competitive advantage in both beer and water quality to have both our social impact and strong profits. We'll be capitalizing on the fastest growing market in the region, extracting margins of 65% and capturing 20% of the $500 million addressable market. But look, we're not a tech startup, so we're not going to have that kind of rocketed growth. But let's not forget that the biggest industries in Colorado are in telecommunications, oil and gas, and you got it, beer. These are all capital-intensive businesses that have had impressive financial returns and have hired hundreds of thousands of people. That is the kind of transformational effect that we can have on Guatemala. So after working on this project for 6 months, we have a lot to show for it. We've already met with 20 local pubs and bars to sign letters of local intents. That was in January. They're very excited about selling our products. And we signed an MOU with a local mayor, Miguel Barahona. Miguel is one of the most popular and longest-sitting mayors in the country. The agreement that we signed outlines exactly how we're going to work together to build both the water treatment plant and the municipal distribution network. We've also developed 10 product concepts that have tested extremely well through prototyping locally in Guatemala. And we signed on with an excellent law firm, an international law firm, that has worked with big international players like P&G and PepsiCo. But obviously, when you invest in Antigua Brewing Company, you invest in us. My co-founder and I met while serving the Peace Corps. Fife is a CPA with 8 years of experience in the industry, and he currently owns an upscale bar in Atlanta, Georgia, he also started his own entrepreneurial venture in Guatemala, providing tax assistance to big corporations. Our team also includes brewers and owners from Sierra Nevada, Upslope, Finkel and Garf, and an awesome international brewery called Pasteur Street Brewing in Vietnam. But listen, as excited as we are about providing delicious craft beer to Guatemala and clean water to tens of thousands of people, that is not where we're going to stop. We believe we've developed a model that will be replicated throughout the country and throughout the world. So I'm Nick. We're the Antigua Brewing Company, craft beer and clean water for everyone.